Welcome to episode 55?
I think it is 55.
55 of the Drive Time Podcast.
The Drivy Team.
The Drive Time Podcast. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Parker Brown?
I'm doing very good. First order of business.
Let's get to it.
We have a real fan.
A real fan.
We have a real fan. I was down in Easton doing a show down there with Chris Pierce, who we love.
Good guy.
Chris O-Dub, as he goes in the battle rap community.
Apparently a pretty accomplished battle rapper.
Which is fucking crazy. Have you seen any of his videos? He's actually pretty good.
No, I did hear he's like legitimately good.
Yeah, he's legitimately good at battle
Not like
rapping.
white guy good,
Yeah,
but like actually good.
Like actually good.
Yeah.
So this dude, I said I'd give him a shout out, Travis Namor. Thanks for listening, dude. He bought me a drink and he just listens to the podcast.
Dude,
we don't have any connection to him.
I always assume that every person that listens to the podcast is somebody I went to high school with,
exactly.
or somebody I grew up with.
Exactly. But
So hell yeah, Travis. Well, big thanks.
Yeah.
Big ups.
We're doing it. We're starting to reach the masses.
I know.
think.
We got breaking through. What the hell was that? Something. What the fuck?
What is that?
I don't know.
You heard that popping sound, right?
Yeah, I did hear that
It
pop.
felt like something bumped the car too. weirdly
Yeah.
enough.
Well, whatever.
Whatever.
We're driving. Anyway, sorry. Shout out to Travis. Good guy. Good.
What do you
Hopefully.
think about that? Hopefully soon we can get some female fans so I can start
Yeah. That would
making
be
out
good.
with them.
Yeah. No. Parker wants to pretty much immediately take all of our female.
Marry 'em.
Marry him.
First one.
First fan. So
We'll marry
lady
you.
fans
That-
out there.
This is an official announcement. I will marry you.
There actually has we do have more female listeners than we used to.
Yeah. We have
Which is-
3 now?
Yeah, we're blowing up. And also, now it's up to like 25% of our listeners are listening on Amazon Music
What?
instead of Spotify.
Amazon
I know.
Music?
I didn't know anybody did that. So
That's crazy.
pretty wild stuff. Pretty rambunctious stats to start off the podcast if I'm being honest.
If we're being honest.
But so how was your Thanksgiving, Parker?
it was pretty good. We changed it up a little bit.
Okay.
Didn't do a turkey because no one in my family likes turkey, which I will fight people on. I think it's very dry.
Yeah, if you make it wrong.
No, even the best turkey isn't that good. It's dry. It's grainy. People always cut it wrong. They cut it like with the grain instead of against the grain, which is wrong.
Yeah, cutting turkey it's an ordeal.
It is a whole thing. But instead, my dad got rib roast.
Ooh.
So just baked that off for a couple hours. It was fucking amazing.
Dude, I love a good roast.
And honestly, the best part was they, instead of doing like gravy with it, they did like a horseradish sauce.
Oh, dude,
And horseradish on roast beef is like the best.
It's so wild you say
It's
that
so
because
good.
literally last Sunday, Jackie and I went to Wegmans and got roast beef and creamy horseradish
Really?
sauce. And
It's so fucking
it's
good,
so good. When you're a kid, you think like, ew, horseradish.
Yeah.
But like once you have it with roast beef, it is the best condiment.
It's the best one. I honestly like it better than like an au jus.
Yeah.
An au jus.
I agree. I just had some kind of prime rib au jus situation that also had creamy horseradish sauce on it Outback just Friday.
Really?
It was pretty solid.
I think prime rib is like a little overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
Caleb said the exact same thing when I told him what I was ordering.
Well, I think it's because you hung out with Caleb. Oh, whatever.
No,
You
he
guys aren't
Snapchatted
inviting
me.
Okay.
I Snapchatted him. Whenever we eat places. Oh, there's a cop. Fucking 12.
Fuck 12, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck cops. We could talk about Derek Chauvin getting stabbed in prison too, which is fucking dope.
That's a hot button issue.
Is it? Is it really?
I feel like
is anyone like, oh no?
Yeah.
Not the fucking racist cop.
Yeah, not that murderer.
Not him. What did he ever do wrong? No, I mean I get it. Like from a real note, yeah, people probably shouldn't be like attacked while they're wards of the state. You know what I mean? But if there was one guy, if there was one where you'd be like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he's not particularly popular.
You know what's really weird is all the people that are like there are a lot of people that are like anti-rape that think that like pedophiles deserve to get raped.
Yeah.
like none of them are like for Derek Chauvin getting stabbed. So I guess the line is like racistly murdering someone. That's not bad enough that you should like get stabbed.
Yeah.
But pedophilia, you should get attacked.
Yeah. This is
That's a very tight window right there.
Yeah.
We're in the deep end, dude.
Yeah.
We're talking about it.
You really
I don't care.
Came out swinging. Yeah, no, I saw that he got stabbed. Do we know who stabbed him? Is there a stabber?
Yeah, it was Subway Jared that stabbed him. Can you imagine?
He's like,
They're like, you paid your debt, Subway Jared.
Yeah, that's how he gets out.
That's how he gets like his reputation back.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, you did have 40 terabytes of child porn on your computer, but yeah, he becomes like a vigilante.
Yeah.
Dude, we should sell this script to Amazon. So, what would it be called? The J Man or whatever?
Oh no. It's got to be some Subway play, like
yeah,
$5 in Sing Song.
Yeah.
I don't know.
$5 Justice.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Some guys need a foot long. I only need a 5-inch shiv. Like,
I like that a lot. Try our new zesty pesto sauce.
I do love that.
Just doing ads.
I do love that whole thing about how Tom Segura got cast to be his fat brother.
Really?
Yeah. It was like he was going to be the fat brother, and he was going to advertise all the unhealthy subs to Jared.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
that's actually really cool.
Yeah, and then Jared found. I think it was right around the time where Jared got in trouble.
Damn.
But,
oh yeah, that must fucking suck. You were gonna you got signed on to like $1 million like 5-ad series or whatever, and then Subway Jared turns out.
Oh, speaking of series, I saw something the other day. I thought it was a funny idea. Somebody posted that, you know how they made that Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Yeah.
Somebody posted that should be like, they should do with that what they do to the Fast and Furious movies, and just like keep like, because like obviously like the Fast and Furious is kind of like D&D in the sense that you get super overpowered as you go through the game.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, by like the 10th movie, they're battling gods, and they could introduce new characters.
That literally would be the best.
It would be so good. Here's what would make it better if they just used the cast from Fast and Furious.
Oh my God.
So Ludacris is like a warlock.
Yeah, well, he starts out, he's like, I'll race streetcars, and by the end, he's, I control the world government.
Exactly. Fucking Vin Diesel's definitely an orc. Like,
like
a half-orc.
Yeah. It's all about family.
It's all about
family.
Oh, dude. I don't know. I like it. I found that to be a novel little...
I think that's good. I think they should do an evil campaign D&D movie, though. I think that would be... like an R-rated one.
Yeah, I wish there was...
Or a murder hobo one.
Yeah, I wish there was more, like, bad guy movies.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about this the other day. I got a controversial take.
Okay.
Love the John Wick movies.
Yeah.
But I think if you think about it, he's probably a bad guy.
Yeah.
They kill his dog. That's bad. I think that justifies killing, like...
3 or 4 people.
3 or 4 people. He kills, like, 70 people in the first movie or whatever.
Yeah, no, he's up over...
And a lot of them are just, like, bodyguards, too. They had nothing to do with the dog.
Yeah, they're just... And he knows a lot of them.
He knows a lot of them,
He's just, like, murdering his friends to kill one guy that he doesn't like.
That was the last thing that connected me to my wife.
It's just because, like, it seems like he has... Like, it's kind of weird to say, but it seems like he kind of has, like, a very rigid moral code.
Yeah.
And I think people are like, that means he's a good guy.
Yeah.
But you can have a rigid moral code and be a bad guy.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know.
The Nazis had a rigid...
That's true. Maybe the most rigid of anybody.
Yeah.
Historically.
Oh, don't be a Nazi about...
Yeah.
Yeah, John Wick's a little bit of a Nazi about
You're saying
dogs.
stop. When you say don't be a Nazi, you're saying stop sticking to your ideals so hard. That's what you're saying. You're saying, hey, chill for a second,
That's
buddy.
What you really mean.
Yeah.
Give up on your idea of morality.
Exactly. Right.
Oh, my God. Hell yeah, dude! This podcast is off to a fucking amazing start.
Banger, dude! I saw this ad or this like news article earlier today, and it was like talking about this noble effort, and it was like in Louisiana they officially have a radio station for the blind to listen to, and I was like, I think all radio stations
Yeah,
are for
yeah,
blind
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Radio is.
I hate when I miss out on all those visual cues
Yeah.
from the radio station.
Radio is notoriously an auditory experience. I don't know why, dude. It was like they talk about stuff on air live for blind people.
Are you going on 83 South?
No, I'm gonna scooch over.
Yeah, you should scooch. You should scooch it on up.
But
this weather's awful.
yeah, it's just getting like progressively more dreary. It's a dreary day.
Then we got the Ravens later.
Oh yeah, dude.
That might be fun to watch.
I think Stavros'
Chavez.
best content is his post-Raven games. Thing. Fuck! We should have fucking won. Like,
where's Joe Flacco? Dude, just mentioning Joe Flacco all the time is fucking a great bit.
dude, Stavros. Somebody commented something about Stavros, and Tom Myers in the comment went on a fucking rant.
Really?
He's like, I won't support that piece of shit like the whole thing, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like,
dude, that's insane.
He goes out of his way. Some guy who's running for Senate or something, bumped into Stavros. Actually, like in that park right beside where you live. Oh, there's the line. He bumped into Stavros and he like took a picture with him. He's like, cool to see a comedian, you know, from here. And fucking, oh shit. And then Tom Myers got on that one too and just
dude, I saw
lit him
that
up
one
every time. I think it's so funny.
He's the Joker of the Baltimore comedy scene.
Yeah, dude.
He kind of keeps people in line.
Yeah, he really is. He's like.
Speaking of comedy related stuff, did you hear? A, did you watch Matt Rife's special?
I have not watched it.
And B, did you hear about the joke he did that, like, people are, like, legitimately upset about?
I did not, but I heard the way he responded to it, which I did respect.
Huh?
I heard the way he responded to it.
Yeah. Was
sharing the link for anybody who's upset, and then it was, like, special needs helmets.
Yeah! That shit was fucking crazy.
That rules.
All right. I'm going to give my opinion on Matt Rife real quick.
Okay.
One, people don't like him because he's attractive.
100%.
That is like where 99% of the hate comes from. Two, he's like a middling guy. He's good at crowd work. His material is like not great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I think, some of it is justified. Three, the joke he made was so fucking tame, dude. It's like these, like, if you don't know the joke, it was, he there was like a hostess at a restaurant he went to that had a black eye, right? He's like, why do they got this person out front? But he's like, one of his friends was like, hey, maybe we should send her back into the kitchen. And he was like, well, if she could cook, she probably wouldn't have that black eye.
Oh, all right. So it's just like a street joke.
It's like a street joke, you know?
It's like
It's not a good joke, but it's also like, is that really how sensitive people are? Like, you can't joke about domestic violence now?
Yeah.
Is that really on the list? I thought the list was really bad stuff.
Here's how I feel about people getting in trouble for jokes. If it's a really good joke, I'm like, nah, these people are being pussies. If it's an okay joke, I'm like, it's 50-50 who's at fault here.
Yeah.
Like, people should get offended. But also, don't come out with offensive, like, C-level material.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be, like... I think that's kind of universally known in comedy. Like, you can talk about whatever you want, but it has to be funny. Like,
you got to be funny.
That's kind of like the whole point.
Well, no, a lot of people now don't think you can talk about whatever you want. I had some person from my work talk about punching down the other day. I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't bring the rules of the rule book of comedy out.
Yeah. I think I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but if you say you're punching down, you're inherently saying that the other person is beneath you.
Yes.
Which I think is worse than whatever joke you may have told.
Yeah. And a lot of it is true. Like, oh, these people are so sensitive that they can't take a joke.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they're probably just like you and me.
Yeah.
They probably can, like, get joked about a little bit without losing their shit, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, I think, like, the rooms I have the toughest time with are when it's, like, white people around our age.
Yes.
Like, I'm just fighting for my fucking life every single time. If I walk in and there's old people, I'm like, this might be rough.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
I walk in and it's all people my age, I'm like, this is going to go...
Couple colored haircuts,
yeah,
too.
I'm like, this is going to go one or two ways, and I'm not optimistic.
Here's an interesting observation.
Okay.
A blue hair used to mean an old person because they used some shit in their hair that turned it blue.
Oh, yeah.
Now a blue hair is like a liberal young person.
Yeah.
Kind of weird how that happened.
What's the deal with blue
I was trying to do
hairs?
Norm.
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
I don't like really want to do other comics bits, but my favorite Norm clip that actually might have saved my life the other day. I'll get into that in a second.
I like it.
But my favorite Norm clip, well, one of my favorites, is where he's. First off, my favorite episode of his live show is the one that has Tom Green on it.
Yeah,
It's
that's a great episode.
Monstrously funny.
Yeah.
But he's like got a cigarette in his mouth. I'm sure you know this one. He's got a cigarette, and Tom Green's like, "You want me to light it for you?" He's like, No, I don't smoke. I'm just holding the cigarette. And then he says, "My doctor tells me I have an oral fixation, which is not good." And then Tom Green goes, "Oh, how do you find that out?" He's like, "I was sucking his cock."
Sucking his cock.
I don't know what that clip fucking gets me every fucking. Oh yeah, good time to merge, Mr. Tractor Trailer.
Yeah, you fucking
kill
bitch.
me, why don't you? Anyway, speaking of near-death experiences, I wasn't. Goddamn. Well,
dude, turn your defogger on too. This window's freaking me the fuck out.
But
it's like completely covered in fog. I don't know.
It is pretty covered.
I just don't want to die.
No, I hear that, and I'm glad I didn't recently because there was a fatal accident on 795 that I got stuck behind.
Really?
Yeah, and come to find out, I didn't not come to find out, but it obviously had happened not very long before I got there because I was only 25, 30 cars back.
Yeah.
And some guy went through the middle barricade and slammed into this minivan.
What?
Yeah. Oh, dude, 4 cars were totaled, destroyed.
Oh my God,
it was a bad
dude.
one.
That's awful.
But the reason I think the reason I wasn't in it is because I was eating a snack in my car and took 2 minutes to watch that Norm clip, and then I drove. I was like, damn.
Norm, you saved me again.
God, what can't Norm do?
Dude, his specials are I really I've seen all of his specials at least once, but I'm kind of going back through and watching them, and they're so fucking good.
Yeah.
The only one, so I think me doing stand-up is my favorite, but it does have a 10-minute bit about missing women that is just kind of funny, but it's Norm, why is this in your special? You know what I mean? You know.
Oh, dude, he's got so many good bits. I don't want to just hear doing Norm bits on the podcast because people should go check out Norm after you listen to the Drive Time podcast, of course.
Norm is a better comedian than me and Al combined.
Yes.
He's very good.
I just think his is he has, I don't even know if he has the best jokes of all time, but he has the best delivery of all time.
Yeah. Just complete confidence.
Crazy good timing.
And just
crazy
leading
in. Yeah.
Dude, him on the YouTube red carpet is another great one.
Oh, yeah. Where he's
all the stars are here.
Yeah.
You're an acid-tongued Arab. It's what the fuck, Norm?
Awesome.
There's a magician and he keeps calling him a sorcerer. It was that's hilarious. Damn, what the fuck is going on? Is this just Thanksgiving traffic, people going home?
I guess, but
you think?
I feel like I would hope they'd be home by now. That was where me and Jackie screwed up last year. The day after Christmas, we drove up to Philadelphia to see Jackie's one sister.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you want to talk about adding some drive time.
Really?
You knock out 8 podcasts in the time it took us to get up there.
Jesus.
That's actually how I measure.
Where does she live again?
Philadelphia.
Dude, but that tract, too, can get super traffic heavy,
too. I guess, what is it, 95? The whole way up? It's so bad.
Oh, my God.
We gotta plan a Philly trip or a New York trip.
I gotta get in on the scene.
Yeah.
There.
I just gotta get into the Baltimore scene again. Dude, I've barely been doing
you've been kind of a ghost mode.
I know.
People do be asking about you sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's also just because of how successful the Drive Time podcast is. People are like, we got Tweedledee, where's Tweedledum?
Where's Tweedledum? Where's Thing 1?
Yeah.
I made myself Thing 2.
I appreciate it. Hey, I made myself Tweedledum.
That's
so,
true.
Hey, look at this. Drive Time.
Damn, this is super fun.
Yeah.
Oh, are we going to come to a complete stop? No. Don't.
Keep on trucking. Dude, if I was a truck driver, I'd be so anxious about running into a bridge that was so low.
Oh, yeah,
Just scalping the top of the truck.
Have you seen those videos that the truck destroying bridge or whatever?
Yeah.
It lists its height and trucks just keep running into it. They just keep doing it.
Yeah, I do wonder if they say the bridge is a little lower than it actually is. Just play it safe, don't cut it close, kind of thing.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Of course, I do the same thing when my gas is running low. I'm it says I have 2 miles left, but I probably have 10.
You probably have 10, dude. That shit's crazy.
Dude, I push my gas tank way harder than I should.
Yeah.
I'll like drive on zero for a while.
I got stuck one time, and like I ran all the way out of gas.
Yeah.
And that was a very nervous experience too, because you don't even know if you'll have like enough gas. Like I was on the highway, and I didn't know if I had enough gas to like move over to like a shoulder that's like safe. You know what I mean?
Dude, Jackie and I were driving to my cousin's girlfriend threw him a surprise birthday party last weekend, and we were driving down to there, and there was like traffic slowed up in the middle of this 4-lane like highway. Right before a light. Like, it's one of those, like, 4-lane highways that goes, like, kind of through a town.
Yeah.
So it was one of those, and we're like, why is it going so slow? And we come up, and there's, like, a very minor, like, fender bender. Like, somebody rear-ended somebody. No damage. And they're both standing out of their cars yelling at each other in the middle of a 4-lane highway.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, yeah, you should fucking die. Like, pull over. Like, the cars are clearly not damaged to the point where you can't drive them. At least one of them should be able to get out of the way. Well, that was, like, when this, like... that fatal accident I was talking about happened. There was people getting out of their cars, and mind you, like, it's a 4-lane highway. People are all stopped, and cops are flying by on the shoulder trying to get to the accident. And then people are walking out, and like, there's this woman in front of me talking on her phone, standing on the shoulder. I'm like, hey, we've seen 38 cop cars come flying by at 100 miles an hour.
Get the fuck out of the shoulder.
What are you doing? Some guy actually, what was kind of cool.
Did he almost get hit?
No, but he was sitting in a truck in front of me, and next thing I know, a drone flies out of his sunroof.
Oh, that is
like
cool.
Goes off to the accident.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I was like, that's badass.
Have like a scouting drone.
Yeah, he deployed it. I never saw the drone come back to the car, but maybe a cop shot it down or something.
Now.
But
that would be the best cop job, the drone shooter.
Yeah,
you just like skeet shooting all day, basically.
You got
Lead the target.
Got a lip a dip in.
Yeah, lead it.
You ever shot skeet before?
I have.
I don't mean in the biblical sense.
I actually think I was pretty good at shooting. I think I'm a good shot. I don't completely remember though. Skeet shooting's fucking hard though.
Yeah.
That's fucking really hard.
Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword because like it's a moving target. It's moving pretty quick. That part's hard, but you're generally using a shotgun, which has a much broader.
A spread to it.
Yeah, we should shoot guns.
I think we should go hunt birds, dude. I would love to shoot like a duck and then like clean it and
cook it,
eat it.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Yeah,
I've got guns. We could do that.
Do you have like a lake that has ducks?
I don't have a lake.
Do you need a dog to hunt ducks?
No, but
also, can you shoot them in the water? Why do they always make them fly up?
Because generally, I would assume you're like down in a blind.
Okay.
So like you can't necessarily see them, or you don't have like a clean shot at them.
That makes sense. Okay.
And also they're
because
like
a lot of the ducks.
More.
Well, I think it would be funny because there are like ducks in Baltimore in the harbor. It would be funny to just like pull up a shotgun and just like
just
point blank range, just destroy a duck.
I think you go a little beyond that. You set up like a whole hunting blind and everything.
Yeah,
and you're just like,
yeah. Dude, this fucking Target truck is like, I am getting over right now.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You know what I like
Fuck
about
your family.
About hunters is
what the fuck is going on? Why is this truck letting every person and their mother over? And why is everyone trying to get over? Dude,
I don't know, but. No, what I notice, and you see this a lot in Carroll County, maybe not everywhere, is camouflage is a relatively popular clothing pattern, right?
Yeah.
And people say when they see somebody out in public wearing camo, they're wearing camo. But circumstantially, it's not camouflage. Because you stand out quite a bit when you're in the middle of a Walmart wearing camouflage.
They need that urban camouflage.
Yeah.
It's like red, I think, right?
Yeah. Something else. I don't know. I was thinking about that. I was like, it's technically camouflage, but camouflage is circumstantial.
But, dude, that shit does work. Like, it's crazy if you see people out in the woods. Like, you can fucking blend in. It's crazy how they figured that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's also like have you seen like the sniper training in the military? Like, part of it is the lieutenant or whoever has to get within like 5 feet of you and not see you for you to pass.
What?
So you have to hyper camouflage yourself. It's pretty crazy.
The ghillie suit and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I want to wear a ghillie suit. That shit probably sucks though. They probably have to pee on themselves. There's definitely not like a little hatch.
Yeah.
In the. Maybe that's how they get spotted.
It's just like, damn, that's no turning yellow.
I see a dick. Yeah. Dick spotted. Dicks are out.
I do like that somebody's like scanning the horizon. Somebody's scanning the horizon with binoculars, and then just this little pink flap floating around.
The light reflected off his penis, and that's how I got That's how I got him.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Dude, I'm pretty sure someone at my office is going to talk about this Matt Rife thing, and I'm probably just going to go off on them. The people at my office have been getting uppity about stand-up recently, and I'm like, having opinions on it. I'm like, you don't get to have any opinions.
Yeah, I do
you
think
peasant.
that it's a whole
Cow,
other...
Al, please get out from behind this car. We're going like 3
I
miles
would love
per hour.
to, but I can't. I can't see.
True.
I'm going to put down the old window, maybe get a little better visibility. I got damn water on my damn side view.
You're driving blind.
Sorry for people listening if it's getting louder, but we're on a highway.
We're on a highway.
I'm trying to get over. Oh, you fucking bitch. You're not going to let me over? No, I stared right at that bitch. Mic in my hand.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Beep, beep, beep. We have successfully changed lanes.
Good job. Good job, Al. I appreciate that.
Yeah, getting a little rowdy. Yeah, that truck was stressing me out.
Yeah, the truck is just, like, not moving at all either. No, I just think, like, yeah. I just really don't like when people... I really do get mad when people, like, have opinions about comedy. Like, even if it's an opinion I agree with.
Yeah,
People
I
will
agree.
be like, you should be able to say anything. I'm like, no, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, when these fucking civilians.
Yeah, civilians. It's
Dude,
a great way to put it.
Yeah, sorry, not to change from what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but I just, like you're scrolling and you get random reels and shit on
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
I got one, and apparently the person they were interviewing was a porn star, I guess both of them were. I don't know.
Okay.
But they were talking to each other, and she's like, so when you're talking about your profession, how do you communicate it to civilians?
Yeah,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, I'm a veteran.
Yeah, you're a veteran of taking cock up the ass. You're not not a war hero. Like, I don't know. I feel like people use civilians when talking about the profession.
Do you think instead of a Purple Heart, they get a brown spot?
That's pretty good. A prolapse butt.
A prolapse. Oh my god,
Dude,
I hate that shit.
It's so gross. It's
so
gnarly.
bad.
But
I don't understand people. Like, who is that for?
Yeah.
The people that like that stuff should be, they should be murdered.
Yeah. No, I don't know. There's definitely some stuff out there that nauseates me quite a bit.
Oh, I watched this movie last night too. That I can get into called Thanksgiving. It's like a horror.
Oh, the horror one? Yeah, I wanted to watch that. How is it?
Can I spoil it?
Sure. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for Thanksgiving by Eli Roth.
Okay.
Yeah, it is incredibly campy and incredibly good. It is a woman gets cooked like a turkey, which was the best scene in the entire fucking movie. It's maybe the best piece of cinema of all time is the killer guy, like, gives this family like a sedative. There were some plot holes, I think, but and so this woman like can't move, and he fucking like brushes her with butter and and puts like herbs on her, and then puts her in an oven, and she comes out glazed like a fucking turkey. It's awesome. It's so good. Thanksgiving is such like a weird holiday to make a movie about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they did it. They have like everything good in there, and Tim Dillon's in it too.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, he just is playing Tim Dillon too. He's like a security guard at the mall. It's awesome.
Oh, that's fucking... I don't know. That sounds kind of gross, but I would definitely watch it. The idea of being cooked alive is a real fear of mine.
Yeah.
So I think it would probably be pretty spooky. Although I feel like in most like Thanksgiving movies, people are like, "Can I have some breast?" In that movie, you're like, "Ew, you pervert!" Like, it's a boob.
It's a boob, dude. Yeah, I don't remember if they carve. I think they do carve her like a turkey too, which is crazy. But no, it was. I want to watch Thanksgiving 2, Thanksgiving 3.
Yeah.
I want to watch the reboot in 20 years where it's like a lot of the actors in this movie seemed like pretty unknowns. They did get the dude from Suits, the dorky guy. I don't know if you know. Do you ever watch Suits?
Yeah, I've seen like a lot of clips of it and stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen a full episode, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen clips. But the
guy
third
with the chubby cheeks.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
He's in it.
Lewis is his name in the show.
Yep. He's like the owner of the Walmart where there are attacks.
That does sound pretty
Which is
pretty
great.
juicy,
Also,
as it were.
Huh?
pretty juicy.
I also called that there were two people that were fucking in the movie immediately, and they ended up fucking, which was awesome.
Dude, Jackie and I watched the worst movie the other day. Have you
what
seen
was
this Downsizing movie with Matt Damon?
I've seen trailers for it.
God, it fucking sucked.
Really?
It was like the movie couldn't figure itself out, like what it was trying to do. Like so, if you don't know, the movie's about Matt Damon getting shrunk down.
Yeah, it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but a depressing tale about capitalism, right?
Yeah, so the movie, it kind of starts off, he gets shrunk down, but his wife doesn't. And you kind of think it's going to kind of turn into like a rom-com where he's trying to find love.
Yeah.
A movie about self-discovery, that kind of thing. And then it takes like a weird pivot because fucking, Christoph Waltz is in it. He's like this eccentric, I guess, rich dude who's also shrunk down tiny. And he's like teaming up with this guy, and then they're like, "We need to deliver illegal alcohol to the original small people community." And then and then they go to the small people community, and they're like, "The world is ending. Let's hide in this cave." And then he's like, "Nope, I'm going back." And then that's like it takes like this real hard environmental turn. And it's just like a clusterfuck of a movie. I did not think it was very good at all.
That seems like two different movies.
Yeah, it was. It was like, and then he's like, he helps out this Asian girl who got shrunk down and was getting like smuggled into the country.
What?
There's like this weird like immigration.
Wait, can you turn people back to the regular size?
No, you can't.
Okay.
But there's like this weird like also like societal kind of thing where it's like we shrunk down so we could live wealthier because obviously you need less money to live as a tiny person, but there's still people living in slums. And I'm like, how? How? It's like they
have
live
tiny people slums?
Yeah, they literally have tiny people slums. It's in like a trailer, like a trailer park, but the trailer park has like 1 billion tiny people slums in it.
That's crazy.
It's just such a ridiculous movie. And then he ends up fucking this amputee immigrant girl because he like helped her like once or twice.
Yeah.
And she's like, "We fuck." And, like she has like she has a strong Vietnamese accent.
What?
Yeah, like one of those ones that kind of
like
bounces.
Almost like a racist one?
Oh yeah, where she's like bong ding dong, like where it bounce, you know, that kind of bouncy Vietnamese accent. It's like that, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, that.
Also, that we're not making fun of an accent there. We were trying to.
No, I'm trying to
legitimately
articulate.
Yeah,
but dude, it was just like.
How does food work there? Do they is food giant and they just like take like a tiny sliver out of a piece of corn?
I guess they also shrink down animals. So they have
meat?
Yeah, they have like
this is so convoluted. Wait, but if you shrink down an animal, then it doesn't help you at all.
Right.
Because still a cow would provide just as much food for a little person as it does a big person.
I don't know.
This movie fucking sucks.
The movie was not good.
They should have giant food. I will die on this fucking hill.
Also, it was like over 2 hours long, and I was like, there's no reason for this. It could have been like a fun kind of boop-a-doop movie, but instead they were like, I feel like Matt Damon was like, hey guys, if I'm going to do this movie, we need to put something about the environment.
Yeah.
And they tried to like work it in. Because like they were like, if we get shrunk down, like it'll have less impact on the planet. But then they're like, now there's not enough money going around. And then there's like one redneck guy at a bar. He's like, this son of a bitch got shrunk down and how it's ruining the economy. Like a very like stereotypical kind of that thing. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. It was just a mess of a film. But you were talking about horror movies. Jack and I watched a lot of horror movies this season.
Did you?
I'm not a big horror movie guy.
I really don't like them either. Because I think like the scariest movies are like psychological one. Like The Thing is my favorite horror movie.
Okay.
Because it's like it's more like the scariness of anybody could be the thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it does have some fucking amazing jump scares too. But every movie it's just like either this isn't scary or I'm startled because it's a jump scare. You know what I mean?
So good ones. I think the best one was Talk to Me. Have you watched that?
No.
It's like this possessed kind of. It's this hand where if like you shake it and you say "talk to me," like some kind of
like
a demon or spirit will appear across from you.
Yeah.
And then if you say like "I let you in," it possesses you. And what's kind of cool about it is it like kind of plays on like the peer pressure teenage thing. Like some teenagers have it and they like take it to parties and it's like this thing. But if
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but if you're possessed for longer than 90 seconds, like it stays in you. And so that happens. It's like a whole thing. What's crazy is this like 12-year-old kid does it, and then he gets possessed and just starts smashing his head on the table. And it is one of the most hard to watch movies. Dude, it's grotesque. Like I was like, that's crazy the whole time. So that one was really good. What was horrible is the new Exorcist movie.
Yeah, I heard it's
Oh,
like crazy diversity.
Yeah.
They have like one of every religion in the room.
And what kind of ruined it for me is like they were just trying to like, I hate to say this, but they were like really trying to like shoehorn in the black struggle in like not a very organic way.
Yeah.
Like one of the people that he had there was like kind of like this Wiccan-y woman who's like connected to the earth, and she's like, we need to collect dirt because the dirt is what the slaves were brought over, and they stepped barefoot on the dirt and they made food out of the herbs and the roots in the world. And I'm like, yeah, you could have, look, I don't really care that you put it in there, but you could have done a better fucking job than that.
Yeah.
They were like, you know, they were.
Then the slaves were brought over on dirt.
Literally, yeah, and they were like the wood. We need wood because it represents the wood ships of our ants. And I was
That's
like, what
fucking crazy.
It was the biggest stretch.
That's fucking insane.
What also bothered me is they didn't explain the possession like at all. Like these two girls. So two girls get possessed in the movie.
Okay.
And they had gone off and were trying to talk to dead people, and the one girl was trying to talk to her dead mother. But like they show very briefly that they're in the woods, and they're like, we're gonna try to talk, and then it's like a hard cut, and they don't give you any of that. And then what I did like is it kind of seemed like the Catholic priest was going to save the day with the exorcism, the exorcism, and he
just keep it on out, please.
He comes in and he's like, he starts to try to do the thing because he was real hesitant to, because he's like, them some demon girls, you know, that kind of thing. But then he goes in and it seems like it's working and he saved the day. And then the one girl looks at him and his head just fucking snaps off and you're like, oh fuck!
What?
Yeah, it like spins around and just breaks his neck.
And who ends up saving the day? Is it or is that the end of the movie?
So the whole thing, again, more spoilers. The whole thing is that the girls, like the one girl is like, only one can live, the other dies, like kind of a Harry Potter thing.
Okay.
And so the dad of the not main character girl says, I choose you to his daughter, and then she fucking dies and the other girl lives, and that's the end. But
oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's very, yeah. That sucks for that dude.
That one was bad. Fucking
daughter.
Jordan Peele's Nope. That movie sucked.
Yeah, I didn't like Nope either.
It was like nothing.
It was stupid.
All the shit about the monkey seemed unrelated to anything.
Yeah. And like Get Out was such a good movie. I haven't seen
Us. Like if Get Out's a 10 out of 10, Us is probably like a 7.
Okay.
It's okay. But Nope was not good at all.
Yeah, I didn't like Nope at all.
What I did like is there was like the scene about the monkey where it's just like gratuitously smashing this person's head in.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a real kick out of that.
The other thing is like, I don't think the setting is scary too.
Yeah.
Like it was all shot like during the day. Well, there were some nighttime scenes. But it was like during the day in like the Midwest, and it's like, this is the happiest.
It's so bright.
It's so bright.
Well,
like,
actually,
I don't know. I know that's so dumb to be like, oh, it can't be scary then, but like it really does like not. It makes you feel safe, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that you bring that up though, because Jackie and I was like, I've never seen the original Friday the 13th. Let's watch that.
Okay.
So we watched it, and I kind of.
Which one's Friday the 13th? Is that when they enter the dreams?
No,
or is it Jason Voorhees?
That's Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay.
Jason Voorhees is Friday the 13th, but it goes to Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
I think they go there, and like they're rebuilding the camp because somebody had died there many moons ago, and you find out it was Jason. Blah blah blah, all that stuff. But what I realize about like old horror movies is like once you go beyond a certain point in the horror world, you could tell like they hadn't figured out like how to visually capture horror.
Sure.
So like the plot's kind of scary. The way Kevin Bacon gets murdered is very gratifying.
Really?
He gets like stabbed through a bed from below.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool. But yeah, it's like the whole movie is like very bright. Like even the night scenes are like pretty bright, and I'm like, damn, they hadn't figured out how to like capture that yet.
How to be dark, but like you can still see people
dark in the
and stuff.
daytime, you know, like that kind of thing. Like it wasn't dreary; it was just like a sunny day.
Damn, how far away are we?
We're 5 minutes out.
Okay, hell yeah.
Yeah, we just really got hung up.
Dude, the like that's one of the good things that's like so good about the original The Thing, or it's actually not the original, but there have been like three of them. So the middle one, which is like the 80s one, is like the visual effects, like not the visual effects, but like the practical effects that they use are just ridiculously good. Like,
dude, I love a movie.
It's insane.
I love a practical effect in a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's kind of it's kind of swung back to practical effects for me, just because like I mean, I guess it could get better, but I feel like VFX have gotten as good as they can, like, in a way. Like, I'm sure they could streamline the processes, but like they can make stuff look so real with computers now. And I think it's kind of like, because they can make everything with computers, it's kind of cool to see what they can still make with practical effects.
I still think there's like a lot of stuff where like practical effects like help a lot. Like,
yeah.
I think like with the Avengers, like the Hulk should be a computer made thing. But like Iron Man should be like a dude on like a wire like running around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree. I don't know. Well, that's why
I think it just inflates all these budgets too. Like,
oh, it definitely
it's
does.
so expensive to do, which of course it is. I mean, you probably have like 20 artists can probably do like a minute of a film in like 2 weeks or whatever.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, it's an obscene amount. But that's why I recently saw in theaters Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls.
Okay.
So it was only in theaters.
What the fuck is this? Onyx the Fortuitous?
So
the Talisman?
He's like, if you've seen any of the clips, it's like weird Satanist guy or weird Arby's guy, where he superimposes himself into like news things, and it's like, a sinkhole opened up in this city, and he's like, it's a gate to hell. Like, he talks in like a weird voice.
What?
Anyway, so
what the fuck is this movie, Al?
So it's like just based off of this this character this guy did. It's this director named Andrew Bowser. He plays the main character.
Okay.
But it's like, it just came out a couple weeks ago, but it is like very classic 80s like kind of horror comedy.
Sure.
Where it's all practical effects, like pretty much all practical effects. Like, it's got these real cartoony looking ghouls. I fucking loved it. It was such like a ridiculous kind of campy movie, but it was awesome. Like, just a quality fucking film.
Well, I gotta check it out then, dude.
Yeah. I think
I also recently rewatched, or watched for the first time, not rewatched, Roman Polanski's Macbeth.
I haven't seen it.
I would recommend it. I give it a recommend, just for like the ending fight scene. That's how I found out about it. Is I watched some YouTube video that's like, this is the best fight scene in any movie, and I was like, okay. And I watched it, and it's fucking two dudes in armor, and like they're just whacking each other with swords, and like,
so it's just an actual fight.
And yeah, they're just bouncing off, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right. That's probably why they wear armor, because a sword strike just bounces the fuck off.
Yeah.
And yeah, they basically have to like wrestle and shit. I was like, dude, this is fucking sick.
Well,
why don't they have like? I think more movies need like fully armored combat. You know what I mean?
I agree, and I also think I think a part of the problem is superhero movies, like Marvel movies and stuff. It like, you don't see fatigue in people when they're fighting. When like fighting is fucking exhausting.
Oh my god! I mean, go try shadow boxing.
For 30 seconds.
I get tired after 30 seconds of just like moving and. You know,
but like in John Wick, you kind of start to see like he gets tired in the movie.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
I think
he's tired for half of the movie.
Yeah.
He normally gets tired immediately.
I think some of the best movies for like showing people actually getting tired is Atomic Blonde. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I heard it wasn't that good though.
It's an okay movie, but the fight scenes are like, oh, these people look like they're like fucking dying of exhaustion.
Really?
Yeah.
I might need to check that out.
Yeah, that one. And the other one I watched recently that was pretty good. It's like kind of a similar vibe to John Wick, but it's called Nobody.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't like Nobody.
Oh really?
No, it was John Wick without Keanu Reeves. That's all it was.
Yeah, but I kind of like.
And I just don't believe that Saul Goodman is like a fucking ninja or whatever.
I don't know.
I know I probably shouldn't believe that like Neo. Well, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I just can't buy that guy's a fucking, you know.
I'm trying to figure out if I can pull a Yui here. It's like kind of a tight U-turn, but I guess I could go up a little bit.
He'll be texting me. Oh.
Yeah, I'll just scooch up here a little bit. Whoop, slippity-doo. But I don't know. I like Bob Odenkirk. I think he's a very good actor, and he's like one of the best SNL writers of all time.
Who? Bob Odenkirk?
Yeah. He wrote the Van Down by the River sketch.
Really?
Yeah, that was him.
living in a van down by
Chris
the
Farley
river.
had like this coach character, and they were together at, I guess, Second City.
Yeah.
And he wrote the whole thing out in one night, and they would do it all the time at Second City. And then that was just like how it came out on SNL, which is kind of wild. And it's something I didn't really realize about SNL is like a lot of these sketches have been performed on stage for a long time before they make it to SNL. Like people always talk about how impressive the turnaround of SNL is, and it is for Weekend Update when it's like stuff. But a lot of these sketches are like preconceived things that they just make some minor adjustments to.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
That's pretty cool.
Yep. But all right, well, we're a minute away, so we can probably wrap it up just so we can get everything situated.
Yeah.
But
All right.
this has been the Drive Time Podcast.
Podcast.
Again, shout out to the fan that Parker met live and in person.
Yep.
Super weird.
Shout out, baby.
Super cool. Super weird. But yeah, this has been Drive Time. I'm Alfred Barnes.
I'm Parker Brown. Peace.
Bye.